All right, welcome back to It's New. Yes, Greg honored us with being here today. So thank you,
Look,
Greg, for being here.
I've been busy. I've got kids. I'm back. I'm back, baby.
Kids. Kids. Looks like I knew it's Frozen, but whatever. What else is new? Um,
What's
anyway,
it?
yes, busy weekend. I saw you weren't even around for Mark and Neil Clock. So busy breaking down stuff, doing the things that you do. Anyway, Morty, what do you got for us today?
More on the homepage for AI, more on the stock price.
Wait, no, Greg, you're going to do the next story.
Okay. Google is putting a label on it. A strong one, that is.
All right, and I got potentially Meta. Facebook is crawling the web. Maybe we're going to see an AI search engine. And Frozen Anu got the new OpenAI ChatGPT ad features that were just announced a couple days ago, actually Thursday or so. All right, Morty, whenever you're ready.
She got offended just by that. Thin skin.
Doesn't take much
Really
these days.
doesn't take much these days to piss people off, does it? Okay. Anyway, either rolling out or a test. A little non-committal from Barry Schwartz over at SE Roundtable about what this is. It's on the Google homepage. You know where you have search or I feel lucky. Is that what? Yeah.
I've never seen it before. Could you describe it better?
I'm feeling lucky. Well, do ya, punk? It's under the search bar. You had a thing like I'm feeling lucky. Yeah, I'm feeling lucky. Well, now there's all sorts of buttons in this test, all having to do with AI. Create images with Nano Banana. Ask about files. Okay. Brainstorm, which I'm not sure how that's different than from the one that's right next to it. I'm feeling lucky. How if brainstorming with AI feels like I'm feeling lucky, I don't know the difference.
There's a big difference. But honestly, all these features were in the plus sign, so I guess they want people to see it.
Yeah,
Do you
because
see
the
this
more
now?
people
Like if you go to
use it,
google.com?
no, I don't see it. But the more people who use this, they could say, "Oh my, 40 gazillion billion people have used Nano Banana," and then their stock price can go up.
Yeah, and then I think Sash was like, if you look at it, some people see like what's on your mind, but I think that only happens when you click on one of those features, and it changes to AI mode, and just takes you into that new Google search that Greg loves so much.
I don't get. There's too many choices.
Paradox of choice.
Well-known, famous human that wrote that.
Famous. Has a Wikipedia page.
It has a Wikipedia page. What are you supposed to do with this? Like, what do you have so many options now? What do you even
Ask
brainstorm?
it to do with it. Brainstorm with it. See what it wants.
Brainstorm, dude. Brainstorm. Ask it. Brainstorm with it. What to do? What do I do with this homepage?
I don't know.
Create
always
images is fine. Honestly, though, what percentage of people on the planet know that the banana next to create images is Nano Banana?
I don't know.
Is that like a common thing? Like I know it's very common for us, but like if I asked my mother, would she
Oh,
know
I
what
have no
Nano
clue.
Banana is?
I don't know. I mean, if you, I wonder what percentage actually who actually clicked on the "I'm feeling lucky" because I think Google trained us over the past 20 plus years to ignore the buttons under
To
the Google
not
search
do
box.
that one.
Yeah,
Right.
look at that.
Only
Just enter.
Clint Eastwood fans ever click that to see if like Clint Eastwood would show up, and they get highly disappointed when nothing Clint Eastwood showed up.
Very, very relevant callback there.
Sounds strong. Strong stuff.
Strong stuff. Spotted in the wild as well. Over by Sachin Patel. We had talked about this a while ago. It was like mid-June-ish when it came out, but Google had announced the strong match on ads and the strongest match label that would show up on the ads. Some of the chatter around it was interesting, where I was trying to figure out, could you be the strongest match and not in top one? And it sounds like allegedly you could be. But anyway, that was something that was announced to, I would say, not many fans.
What are we
Because
talking? Strongest match? Is this a dating site? I completely tuned out the first part of what you were talking about.
it should be. It should be a game show. Nick Lachey should be the host. And yeah, you can be a contestant, Morty. No,
I
but
don't know if my wife would want me to do that.
probably not.
Probably would.
Yeah.
So the strongest match label can be on any ad, and Sachin has seen it in the wild. I didn't think this was going to make it out of experiment. I called it that this wouldn't be live, and I'm wrong. this is a very interesting way that the label is shown. Barry, I can't think of another way that this label like this has been displayed. It's almost like an inverted folder tab, I would say is the best way to show this, where there's a giant gray line and then it scoops down gray and it's a strongest match with a blue check on there. And I guess to be fair, the one that we saw only says strong match. And to me, when you look at this, all I can think is one thing. Clicks, baby. This is going to be huge for ads. When you look at something that Google provides, knowing that they are organifying the ads and now adding something like strong match and strongest match, there are going to be CTR increases. Like there just has to be with this. There's likely, if this is something that rolls out even further, I would assume there's probably going to be maybe very, very slight, but a slight organic CTR decrease, because this is a pretty, I mean, on mobile, Barry, this is pretty bold.
It's strong.
It's a strong label.
Strong label.
It's a strong label.
I assume the strongest match will get 2 check marks, which even get a higher click-through rate. I don't know. You ad people are just all the same. Click, click, click.
Look, we need to keep our jobs here. And then just other note quickly, I believe this is also Sachin that spotted it. Oh, it was Damien Andel had spotted AI labels on Local Pack and Discover ads. And it might have been Higman too. But anyway, there's on the Local Pack, there is that little kind of dot that goes to the My Ad Center, and you can see what was the AI portion of it. And then in Discover, it was that was Damien Andel. And there is a little like information icon, and then AI. And if you click on the Ad Center, you can see that some of the ad was created with AI. So lots of labels today.
Yeah, so Higman found it on the Local Pack, and Damien found it on Google Discover. Not sure how new this is. We just didn't notice it.
Yeah, I mean, I know we talked about it 2 weeks ago, I think, with it rolling out. But I would say, like, that AI next to it in Discover, that does seem new to me.
It could be.
AI, yeah.
I asked AI who is Mordy Oberstein's strongest match. It said, like, there is no strongest match. Then it said, well, who in the SEO community is most similar to him? For loud broadcaster style humor and podcasts, Barry Schwartz.
Yeah, loud.
You're most similar,
yeah,
dude.
That's me. Good. Yeah, God, obviously AI has major issues. All right. Then moving on to crawling, Meta, I guess Facebook, people know it as, the parent company behind Facebook, and Instagram, and Threads, and WhatsApp. I can just go on and on and on. Looks like it's crawling the web, and they may be building a search engine for AI purposes. This came from Levels.io, who said he got Meta staff, like the Meta staff actually DM'd him secretly. And he posted this with permission. And basically, Meta is allegedly building their own Google search engine so that if their AI does a web search, it doesn't end up at Google. They want to end up on their own Facebook or Meta search engine. And he posted screenshots showing the log files of Meta crawling his website and so forth. It makes sense. We've seen signs of obviously Apple crawling the web and OpenAI and other places. So crawling the web is not a big deal. I crawl the web all the time. Mordy's crawling the web all the time. We crawl things. So it makes sense that Facebook's doing this, and it would make sense that Facebook would have its own search engine crawler. Back over a decade ago, there was rumors that Facebook would actually get into their own search engine. I think they tried it. Eventually, they partnered with Microsoft Bing. Eventually, they canceled that partnership with Microsoft Bing, and now they're doing their own thing again. We'll see. Facebook's been having a little bit of trouble with their AI services. But it wouldn't be bad. I mean, it would be nice to have more. I think Mark Zuckerberg just made a big announcement about AI and open source because they're well behind the pack around AI stuff. So he's like, everything should be free, all the latest models. You guys are animals. You should, at Google and OpenAI, you should release this stuff for free for everybody. Of course he says that because he's behind. All right. And then we have news from OpenAI. ChatGPT Ads update was sent out this week, I think on Wednesday or Thursday, where they list out all the new features that came out. One of them is a new multi-product carousel, which basically shows you like multiple products from different advertisers, which you can scroll through as a carousel format, which is neat. There's also the new conversion optimized for product feed campaigns beta.
You okay?
CPC. Oh, CPC.
oCPC, got it. oCPC, new ways to create conversion optimized campaigns. Exciting. They also have
I am
dynamic.
so excited for this, Barry. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
It's too early. And then
Not too early. Don't listen to Barry.
I hear
So
ya.
much feeling.
So much feeling.
Look, when we get all these new toys on the ad side, it's great to have a product feed that is on the CPC based side that's optimized for sales. That used to be what eCPC was. Google took it away from us. Shout out Microsoft, shout out Nava. But having something that is optimized for conversions still has a CPC manual-ish flavor that goes towards conversions. Oh my gosh, this is like unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Heard it here first. And then dynamic URL parameters are also available. A bunch of other things.
That's awesome too.
That is. It's funny. It's the little things that, like the old-fashioned stuff that we used to have. Automatic advanced matching update, which is pretty cool. And ChatGPT ads are coming to Brazil and Mexico, which is great for Mordy, who's traveling next week.
Japan.
I don't know if he's going. Is he going to Brazil or Mexico? I don't know, but
Japan.
Yeah, where you go? What country are you going to?
I'm going to Japan.
Okay.
yes, Cypress.
There's important things for SEO I must do in Japan.
I hear the north is lovely up there.
All right,
Cypress?
so next week should be interesting. We'll see where Morty is. We'll see nice Japanese maple trees behind him and stuff. We'll see if it looks nice.
Yeah, if you're in the
All
Japan
right.
community, reach out to me, DM me. It'd be great to meet up with everybody.
What?
I'm not really going to Japan.
All right. We actually had some news from Japan. I might as well bring that up since you're from Japan.
Let's do it.
Let's
It's
go.
Morty Day today.
Let's just do it. All right. So Google Local business profiles now disallows you to repeat the name in bilingual names or transliterated names. So, for example, if you're Burger King, you can't just go ahead and just write it in Japanese font and say Burger King over and over again in different ways of saying it. They want you to put it there once. They don't want you to have it there twice, or to have it in a transliterated way, or to have a bilingual name version of it. That's a new policy that Hiriko Imai from Japan or somewhere in Asia spotted this. So when you go there, Morty, please thank him for us personally, one-on-one, for finding the story.
I will.
Thank you. All right, that's it. We're back tomorrow, hopefully with more new. Everyone have a great day, and hopefully Anu will be able to figure out her browser by then. Bye-bye.